What's up, you guys? Welcome to Create the Life You Dream. I am Rachel Bouthillier, and in this episode, we are going to be talking about crushing self-doubt. So today we're going to discuss about crushing self-doubt. Now, if you are watching this video, you are probably going through a journey of bettering yourself. Hi, I'm going through the same journey. Just before we get started, go down below and check out the social links so then that way you can get daily motivation along with your journey and we can empower each other. If you do not have a notebook out or a pen, definitely go grab something. You're going to want to write this down. If you are the type that listens to these type of things while you're driving, like, come back to this video. Don't do it while you're driving. Like, be safe. But we're gonna actually just jump right into it, and I'm gonna go over 5 things that I personally felt that helped me along with crushing self-doubt, because along the journey of bettering yourself, you are going to get constant self-doubt. And I feel like that is like the weakest moment where we kind of cave in to having this like train or like this big ball rolling down the hill of just like, can I really do this? Should I be doing this? Is this right for me? The answer is yes, it's right for you. If it's bettering your life, it is meant to be. If it's not bettering your life, then no, obviously it's not. You need to kick it out. Hit the door, Jack. Don't you come back. I think I did a tap dance one time to that song. But we're first gonna talk about inner voice. So the inner voice that's in your head is basically based off of experiences that you faced in your life, whether it was traumatic, positive, negative, seeing other people go through certain journeys and you like instilled in your brain like, I want that life, or whatever it may be. It is some type of voice that is in your head telling you, yeah, you should be doing this, or no, you shouldn't. But the hardest part is that inner voice is like the worst critic because it's ourself. The biggest part of having an inner voice is if it's not positive, it's hard for us to push through and get the ball rolling and stay motivated and stay on the journey, and we find ourselves not being consistent in life. So the one thing that I found that helped me with crushing my self-doubt is I would take whatever my inner voice was saying, write it down, and then find an action to completely cancel it out. So for me, my journey is staying on my recovery from my eating disorder, so not relapsing on my eating disorder. It's also not technically losing weight, but being healthy. And for me, because I am overweight, because I'm not healthy, that I am gonna lose weight. I am gonna become stronger. I'm gonna be more energized. But my biggest thing is like, I would tell myself, well, you didn't eat healthy today, so maybe we should give this up. And I would have to take that statement, write it down. I didn't eat healthy today. I'm gonna stop doing it, doing my journey, and then totally crush it with the action. Just be like, you know what? I did have a bad breakfast, or I did have a bad lunch. I am going to have a healthy dinner. I'm gonna make myself a nice big salad. I'm gonna put some grilled chicken on it, put some mandarin oranges, sunflower seeds, and jazz it up and make myself feel good. Even though I might have caved back into eating those donuts, or I might have caved back into eating the pasta dish. And having that repetitive action of crushing every negative inner voice comment that is in your head is going to start to project into this more positive and more motivating inner voice. So instead of it saying like, oh, you should stop this, it will gradually then transition into, hey, you messed up. It's okay. We can still do this. Let's go make a salad. And over time, as you consistently show up, that's when your mindset is going to start shifting. Number 2, which this like was the big part of my self-doubt, is I had huge goals. So if you don't know what my number one goal is, my number one goal is to run, like my big goal, not my minor goals. My big goal is to run a half marathon when I'm 30. Now I'm gonna be turning 27 years old in November. So I'm just gonna basically say I'm 27. So that leaves 28, 29, and then 30. That's like legit 3 years. And is it tangible? Completely, yes, it 100% was. But I started this journey when I was 25. And over the years, I basically kind of like took a step back, and I wouldn't push for those goals. And it got to a point where my wife was like, how are you supposed to complete a half marathon when you can't even, you're not even walking? And I was like, that's a good point. So my big, huge goal was like kind of overshadowing me. And I'm like, I wanted it, but yet my self-doubt in my head was like, there's no way that I'm gonna complete this goal. So the second part is setting smaller goals. So right now, my smaller goal is being able to walk up to the top of my neighborhood, walk back down, and not be out of breath. It's a huge goal for me currently in my present life. Is it gonna be my huge goal for the rest of my life? No. And that's the thing is that's gonna also crush your self-doubt, because you're gonna get to that point of accomplishing your smaller goals. And then after I'm able to walk in the neighborhood, then I'll make another smaller goal. Okay, let's do it 2 times. I was able to do that. Okay, let's do that 3 times. I'm able to walk up and back down in my neighborhood 3 times. That is gonna equal a mile. That's 1 mile that I'm able to complete without getting out of breath. By having smaller goals, you're basically leading yourself up to that major goal. So first one, for your inner voice, complete it with action. Second one, set smaller goals for your major goal. Third, build your support team. So on the days that you are basically telling yourself, I can't do this, I don't know how I'm gonna get through this, I messed up, I don't, like just the constant basically excuse train, you can go to your support system and just be like, be real and be like, I am struggling today. I want to give up on my journey. I want to cave back in. Can you just give me some type of motivation or some type of support? And by building up your support team, list the people who are cheering you on along the journey, the people who are going to be at the end of the finish line, the people who are going to support you when you're at that cookout and there's a whole bunch of desserts and they see you just choosing the fruit salad and they're like, good for you for keep going. Like, those are the type of people that you're going to want to form in your life. Now, for me, not that I didn't have a lot of supportive family, but I mainly just had my wife and daughter through my journey. And I was okay with that, but I wanted more people. I wanted more people who were going through the exact same journey that I was. So I actually went on my social media and I put in a hashtag and then I put plus size weight loss journey or hashtag fitness journey or hashtag weight loss story. And I would connect with people who were going through the same journey. Now, I wouldn't connect with people that were already there. I would connect with people who are basically at the same point that I am. We're all at the same beginning, and some of the women that who might be watching this are probably like, yeah, she reached out to me and we talk on rare occasions about boosting each other up. And the best part is we'll go on each other's posts and just like comment like, hey, good for you, girl, like keep on going. And I'm the type of person like, I'm gonna give you motivation too if you're giving me motivation back. Like, that's the whole point of having a support team. So you want to form your support team, not just families, not just friends, but people who are also going through the same journey as you as well. Number 4, set your boundaries. Know what you want in life and know what you don't want in life. And that is gonna take a good chunk of basically knowing what you're gonna stand. If you have family members or friends who they're like, oh, it's just one drink or it's just one slice of pizza, have it. And you're like, no, really, I can't. Like, this is my life. My life depends on it. For me, it is my life. I was forming awful health conditions that was holding me back, and it literally was life or death. I was in the hospital completely sick, and I just got to that point where I'm like, this is enough. I cannot carry on living like this. And I set my boundaries. I knew what I wanted in life. I knew that if there's sweets in the house, just because there's sweets in the house does not mean that I need to have it. If there is a time when I'm out with friends or with family or out at an event, because the company that I do, they offer lifestyle giveaways. And when we go out to travel, I have to be aware of the choices that I am putting in my body, because if I'm not doing it, no one else is gonna hold me accountable. It's not their job to hold me accountable, it's myself. Like, that's my own job, to hold myself accountable for the choices that I make in my life. So I would take my journal, write down my boundaries. My number 2 things that I definitely was a set that I had to cut out was gluten and lactose. And that was mainly because I'm borderline sensitive and allergic to it. And I needed to get rid of those things because it would hurt my body. Why consume something if it's hurting you? The next was, who do I want in my life? If they're not supporting my journey, then I want to get rid of them out of my life. Same thing with family. Same thing with just all the different stuff that you are going to take in your life. You are allowed to not just set boundaries, but change your boundaries. But always set boundaries that are positive and good for you. Last part of this video, remind yourself of why you started. Because when that self-doubt that's going on in your head and is like, you shouldn't be continuing this journey, you shouldn't even be posting about this, you shouldn't even share it, you're not good enough, this isn't worth any credit, this isn't gonna help anybody. At some point when you first started your journey, you thought it was good enough. You thought, this is it. And if back then, when you started, that was the reason, it should be the same reason when you start now. If it's not a good reason, switch it up. Find another reason of why it's good. Because you need to continue on until this new journey becomes your normal journey. This new story is just another chapter to your book. And you continue on with just having this ultimate change in your life. So I hope this was motivational. I hope it inspires you. I would love to hear about your self-doubt that you deal with and that you struggle with, and trying, to form something that helps you to really crush it, get rid of it, and really amplify your life and become on a different level and really create the life that you do dream. So if you want to connect, definitely check out the social links below. I post daily on my Instagram, on my stories, just motivation, tips, goals, daily tasks that you can do to keep you going. And if you need that, I offer it. And just check out down below, and please like, subscribe, and I can't wait to see you for the next video. Bye guys.